Hello, this is a quick tutorial on how to network your Kennel Connection software. Currently, I'm on the main computer that's going to be acting as the server. This is a Windows 8 machine, and I have Kennel Connection 6.0 installed. So the first thing we have to do is share the Kennel Connection folder so other machines on the network can access it. So to do this, I'm going to go into my File Explorer, or in earlier versions of Windows, you can go to Start and choose Computer. Inside Computer, we're going to open up the C drive, as that's where Kennel Connection should be installed to. Double-click. And we're going to locate the KC6 folder. And double-click. And I have you double-click and look inside just to make sure all these files are in here. If everything looks good, I want you to go back. And now we're going to right mouse click on KC6. Choose Properties. And click on the Sharing tab. Now this one shows a network path because it is shared. But if it wasn't, we would click on Share. Click the drop down. And we would choose Everyone. Then you would click Add. And now you can see everyone is added below. And you always want to make sure their permission level is read-write. And then click on Share. Click on Done. And again, you can see the network path. We know it's shared. And you can always click on the Security tab at the top and make sure everyone is listed with full control. Click on Close. And go ahead and close out of the computer window. Now we've just set the Kennel Connection folder so it can be accessed from the other machines. Now I'm going to bring up my workstation here. What I need to do now is map what's called a network drive and point it to that KC6 folder that we just shared on the main computer. So again, you can either open File Explorer at the bottom or go to Start and Computer. And this workstation is a Windows 7 machine. Now to map a network drive in Windows 7, there's two options. You can click on Map Network Drive at the top. Or what I usually do is just right mouse click on Computer and choose Map Network Drive. When mapping the network drive, you have to choose a drive letter. I always choose K for Kennel Connection. Click Browse. And what this is going to do is populate a list of all the computers on your network that this computer can communicate with. Sometimes it may load quickly, sometimes it may take a few minutes. Just be patient with it. And just a side note here, to network Kennel Connection, your computers must be previously networked together. They must be communicating. And we can see a list of the machines here. So I'm going to go ahead and find my server, my main computer that we just shared that Kennel Connection folder, and that is my XPS. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the little plus sign, and I'm going to choose the KC6 folder. Click on it once so KC6 is highlighted, and simply click OK. So now we can see the drive is K, the path is XPS KC6. We always want it to reconnect at logon, and click Finish. And what it does is it opens up your mapped drive. So if we look up at the top here, we can see that it's KC6 on XPS, otherwise known as our K drive. So if we close out of the mapped drive, we can now see under Network Locations, we have KC6 on K. That takes care of the mapped drive process. Now what we have to do is tell the Kennel Connection software to pull its data from this mapped drive, from the K drive. To do this, open up your local disk C drive, double-click on it, find KC6, and double-click it. Inside the KC6 folder, scroll all the way to the bottom and find the wkennel.ini. Sometimes this may not have the .ini at the end, but if you move your mouse over it, it should always say Type Configuration Settings. Go ahead and double-click it. And you'll see in the very first section here, data drive equals C, data directory equals KC6. When it's set like this, it's a standalone machine. It's pointing to its own local hard drive. Because this is now going to be our workstation, we need to point this data drive to our mapped drive, which is K. And because we mapped the K drive directly to the KC6 folder, there's no reason to have this KC6 here. And that's all we need to do. So go ahead and click File, Save, and close out of the INI file. Close out of Computer, and go ahead and open your Kennel Connection software. And now if we go to Help, About Kennel Connection, and click on System, we can see now that it's installed locally to our C drive, but it's pulling its data from the K drive, which again, this K drive is your KC6 folder on your main server computer. Go ahead and click OK. And I'm going to close out of Kennel Connection for now. And that's it. You've successfully mapped the network drive and connected your Kennel Connection software on your workstation to your database on the main computer. And as always, if you have any questions, give us a call. Thanks.